everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Play. Today we're going to take a look at Frostgrave 2nd Edition from Osprey Games by Joseph McCullough, which is the culmination of, like 5 years now of playing through Adventures in the Frozen City. There's been a ton of supplements, and in fact, the appendix to this game even addresses that. So if you are worried that all of your dozens of different Frostgrave supplements and adventures are incompatible with this edition, no worries, they're not. There's actually even a syllabus in the back of all of the minor modifications that you need to run them in 2nd edition. And of course, I don't have the actual physical copy here. I have an electronic copy because of just the way the world is right now with the pandemic. They're not shipping out physical books for me to review. So I've got a printed copy here, which is actually kind of handy because I'm able to put it in just Surlux bound and open it flat and stuff, so you guys can take a look at the book and a general idea of what's new and what's changed. So a lot of what's new and what's changed came out in the supplements as we've gone forward. So some changes to potions and dark alchemy, some general changes to how experience worked. The game is a little less about killing your opponent now and more about solving the puzzle of gaining treasure. And it also caps how much experience you can get per game to 300. So you're earning experience through casting spells, through succeeding in getting your treasures, through a lot of times actually doing various accomplishments in each mission. So like if you have to solve a puzzle or if you have to move something around the city, you're getting experience for that versus just straight up experience for killing each other. And that has really, I think, been the core change to the game, is that now it's about wizards using their sort of repertoire of spells to, I guess, amass the knowledge that they're trying to find from this uncovered frozen magical city, as opposed to just trying to kill each other with bolts and stack mobs on each other. Other minor changes to the fight stat with stacking double-handed weapons. There's a change now to how you buy and recruit your warband. So you have a certain number of free warband members. Thieves and thugs are free. You can always find someone willing for a cut of the treasure to go and adventure in the frozen city, and it means you're never going to go to that place where you've lost all your guys, you've taken a bunch of casualties, you have no money, and you can't recruit somebody. So you're always going to have 10 models on the table. And then you have a list of standard and a list of specialist soldiers, including in the appendix supplement all the new soldiers that were published in those books, where they fall basically on that spectrum. And so yeah, if you've never played Frostgrave before, I am going to go through the basics of creating a wizard and creating a warband, because there are some changes for that too. And then we're going to play one of the 10 new missions in the book. The original book had 10 missions in it. This has been expanded to 20. And we're going to run through the orb, which is the first of the new missions from Frostgrave 2nd Edition. So without further ado, I'm going to show you Paxton Dark. I've been running through Perilous Dark, which is a Frostgrave expansion featuring solo play, and I'm going to restart them now in 2nd Edition and keep going through Perilous Dark using this version of Paxton Dark. So think of that as a dream that he had. Him and Killian basically having a dream where they've had some adventures, and this is taken him to the Frozen City. But he's still a necromancer. He's still built out of all the cool multi-part plastics available from North Star, officially for Frostgrave. And we'll show you Owen's Warband. We're going to play a game together, and then we're going to get this game underway. So here we are setting up for a game of Frostgrave. Now, you can see I've collected some models. This is my Necromancer, made from the cool Wizard set. Him and his buddy there, Killian, who's the Apprentice. I need 8 soldiers. Now I have a variety of the free soldiers to start off with, which is a couple of thugs, a couple of thieves, and then some paid for. These are standard ones. I have 2 men-at-arms that you pay for, which are 75 gold each. And then I have a barbarian and a knight for some specialists. Now you can up to 4 of your guys can be specialists, which are like the sort of cool class-driven characters that can join your warband. And you have a wizard and an apprentice. And you have 500 gold crowns to recruit everybody. So first getting started, collect some miniatures you like. That's the best way to play Frostgrave. So I have a cool wizard I like who's a necromancer. I have his cool apprentice. They're the first 2 that you're going to recruit. Now the wizard is free. You just get him. He's got a cool stat line. He moves 6 inches per turn. When he rolls a die to fight or defend, he's +2. He's +0 to his shooting if he has to shoot a bow. His armor's 10, so he reduces the damage roll by 10. And then his will is +4 to any kind of mind-based tests, and he has 14 hit points health. Starts at level 0. He's got his school, which is Necromancer. Now, when you buy an apprentice, they cost 100 gold, which is actually 100 less than they used to cost. Their stats are always based off of the wizards. So whenever your wizard levels, your apprentice levels too. So his fight stat is -2 from whatever the wizard's is. So when Paxton's fight goes up, Killian's fight goes up as well. His shoot is +0, so same things at a level. Armor's the same, will is -2 to whatever the wizard's is, and health is -2 to whatever the wizard's is. So the only person you're really tracking level-wise and experience-wise is the wizard, and Killian the Apprentice is going to level as we go along. That cost me 100 of my 500 gold crowns. So then from there, I have to spend basically recruiting my warband. And I can recruit 8 soldiers to follow me around. So I have my free guys over here. The thugs and the thieves are free. And they're going to be basically replenished. Anytime I lose a game, I can buy new ones, basically, so I'm going to guys. Then I have 2 men-at-arms. They are movement 6, fight +3 to their rolls. And then they are will plus, I think, or shoot +0, will +1. And they are armor 12, because they have shields. And I think leather armor. And then they have hand weapons, and they have 12 hit points. My special barbarian and my knight are 125 gold crowns each, and they take up 2 of my specialist slots that I would replace like thieves and thugs with if I wanted to recruit more. The barbarian is all meat, so he's got fight of +4 and a movement of 6. He is +0 to his shoot value, and then his will is +4. He's super like crazy and hard to like distract. He's got only 10 armor, though. He's not actually wearing any armor, but he's got 14 hit points. Lots of hit points. The knight is movement 5. He's slow because he's wearing mail armor and a shield. And he's +4 to his fight, +0 to his shoot. He's 13 armor because he's the most heavily armored guy in the game. So he's -13 to any damage, which is the result of a fight roll. And then he is armed with a hand weapon, which is just a basic hand weapon. He's +1 will, and he's got 12 hit points as well. So with 125 was 125, and then 75 and 75, and then 100 for my my apprentice, I'm at 500 gold crowns total. So that's my money spent, and we'll look at actually making a wizard from the point of view of selecting spells. You got your cool wizard, you give him a name, and you put down his stats on the sheet. You gotta choose his wizard type. Now the wizard schools basically dictate how you look at the world of sorcery, and they give you your home lore of spells with 8 different spells to choose from. Plus they give you your aligned, your neutral, and your opposed spells. And those are more difficult to cast. So aligned spells don't use the basic casting value that's in the rulebook. They're +2, so they're a little bit harder to cast. And you start the game with 3 of your home spells. So for instance, a Chronomancer would start with 3 Chronomancy spells, and then 1 each from the aligned school. So you'd start with 1 Elemental spell, 1 Necromancer spell, and 1 Soothsayer spell. And they'd all be +2 to cast. So for Paxton, his school is Necromancy. And I've started with 3 Necromancy spells. I've taken Bone Dart, 12+ to cast. It's 12-inch range, +5 shoot attack. Raise Zombie, because of course I have my zombie here, Jeeves, which I will raise often, and he will carry treasure. His job is to pass butter. My Spell Eater, which is 10+, and that's going to let me eat a spell, basically, that's been cast to stop it from being in play. Then I've got Petrify from the Chronomancy school, which I'm aligned to for +2, and that's going to allow me to basically freeze someone. They lose all their actions, and they're -3 fight for a turn. I have Summoner. I've taken the Leap spell, which allows me to leap somebody 10 inches, even up in the air. And then it's +2 to cast as well, so that was why I was on a 10 instead of an 8. And then finally my Witch, I got Brew Potion. We're going to make some potions, make some healing pots between games, hopefully, so we can keep our health up. That's going to be on a 14+, though, because we're +2 to cast. 12 goes to 14. Then we have our neutral spells. They're +4. You can pick 2 from those. So, like, for Paxton, his neutral ones are Elementalist, Illusionist, Enchanter, and Sigilist. You don't have to take them from every one. I just picked 2 that I liked. I took Push from Sigilist, which is a +10 shooting attack if it goes off. That for every point you win by, instead of doing damage, you push the person an inch away. And then Enchant Weapon, because it's always handy to be able to make magical attacks if you fight ghosts and stuff, which is at +4 is also on a 12+. And then finally you have no spells from your opposed school, and for me that's Thaumaturgy, so healing, obviously, Necromancy and healing, the life and death, they're kind of opposed. And when you do eventually learn one, you're +6 the difficulty to cast it, because it's not from your home school. Wizard ready to rock and roll, so we're ready for an adventure. Now typically it's played on a 2x2 to 3x3 table. I've set up a 3x3 table here, and the general rule for scenery is you want some ruins, you want it to look snowy, and you want there to be the ability to basically block line of sight between sides of the table. So you want to be able to have stuff to hide behind, like walls, ruins, statues, and stuff. Then once you've got your warbands created, and I'll show you Owen's warband in a second, you're going to place the treasure. So in this mission, the orb, typically in a standard game of Frostgrave, there's always 1 middle treasure and 4 additional treasures. Now the orb on this statue counts as a treasure in this game, because that's what we're trying to find. And then there's 4 additional treasures that get placed. So before we deploy our warbands, Owen and I are going to roll off and place treasure. It uses d20s, and typically you're trying to roll higher than your opponent. Now whoever rolls highest places the first treasure. You place them anywhere on the table, not within 9 inches of a table edge or 3 inches of each other. You can exit the table from any side, but typically you're going to have a 3-inch deployment zone on your chosen side of the table. When you pick them up, they make it harder for you to move, so you get your speed reduced to half of what your normal speed is, because they're big and bulky, or they're attached to something that's crazy dangerous. And they also make it easier to hit you. You're -1 to your fight roll. So you become encumbered basically when you pick them up. Cost an action to pick them up. You can pick them up from base to base. So we'll roll off right now to see who's placing the first one. I got a 10. You got a 15. So go ahead and place the first one. Anywhere on the table, not within 6 of each other or not of a table edge. So the central one's already there. And you'll notice we got some burning brands here. These are imps. We'll talk about them in a minute. Put this one right here. And I'll place another one right there. We're playing the orb in this mission. Now the orb is basically stuck in this statue here in the middle of the table. And it's defended by 4 imps, which are minor demons, floating around. Now on top of that, there is the chance that more monsters might appear. Every time we pick up a treasure on a 10+, there's going to be a roll on the monster table to see if more monsters show up. There's a gajillion monsters in Frostgrave. Based on your first level of encounter, and then on your die roll. So like, if we roll a monster appears, we'd first roll the top die to see if it's a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, and then roll down 20. So you get everything from a ghoul to a large construct appearing on the table. And it's because there's just magical stuff wandering around Frostgrave. It could be anywhere. And that's half the fun of the game is no 2 missions are usually the same because random events will take place every time you pick up a treasure. Different spells have different classifications. Usually when you're trying to cast a spell, you're just trying to roll a d20 and roll higher than. And that's generally the rule in everything in Frostgrave. And we'll actually demonstrate that with our out-of-game spells. Now, out-of-game spells are the timing for a spell. Most spells have a range, a timing, stuff like that. So most of the spells that I have can be done during the game, but a couple of them, like Brew Potion and Raise Zombie, can be done before the game starts. So for me, both of my Wizard and my Apprentice get to try and do it. Now, when the Wizard casts a spell, he's just trying to beat the target number. So if Pax can roll a 14 or more, he can make a minor potion. He doesn't. So he rolls a 12 and doesn't do it. Now, whenever Killian casts a spell, he is +2 difficulty to whatever the Wizard is, because he's just an Apprentice. So he needs to roll a 16 to cast Brew Potion. And he does the 20, perfect. So I get a Brew Potion off, which means I can make 1 minor potion. I'm going to choose from the list and take a Potion of Healing and give it to Paxton. As far as equipment goes, everybody who's a Wizard and Apprentice can carry 5 pieces. Both Paxton and Killian just start with hand weapons, which means they're just basically carrying swords. They can carry 4 more pieces of equipment generally. So I'm going to put the Healing Potion on Paxton, and that'll be it for my brewing potions. Is that Jeeves doesn't count as a member of the Warband. I have to raise him every game. Now I need 10 or more for Paxton to raise him. And I get him, and I can only raise 1 zombie at a time, so that means that Jeeves is going to start as part of the Warband, and he has a zombie stat line. So he's movement 4, fight +0, shoot +0. He's armor 12 though, because you got to hit him in the head. He's only got 6 wounds, and he's will, I think, 0. So here's Owen's Wizard in Warbands, and what type of wizard are you?
We're going Enchanter. So Enchanter's the main, and then my aligned ones are... Come here. Elementalist, Witch, and Sigilist, so very kind of elementally and good. And then the opposed is Chronomancer, with everything else in between. Turns out if you mess with real things, you don't like messing with time things.
That makes sense, yeah. So what are your spells?
The spells I've got are Animate Construct, Embed Enchantment, and Enchant Weapons. So I can enchant things and they stay enchanted.
You're a craftsman, cool.
I've got Elemental Bolt as a zapper, Teleport to move around pretty quick. We've got Bridge and Mud to control the battlefield a bit.
Awesome. And then you have your Warband of 8 models, so you've got some specialists and some thugs. So who's the main group?
Thugs are these schlubs, and then we've got 2 archers and 2 knights. 75 each for 150, and then the knights are 125 each. And put you at 400, and of course your prince is 100, so that's your 500 spent. So you have some pregame spells? Just one. We're going to try and animate a construct.
Make a robot.
We're going to try and make a big one on a 16.
Nope.
We're going to try and make a big one on an 18. Nope.
Close enough. Pre-game stuff done. We're setting up for the orb. Back in the days of ancient Feldstad, many wizards kept their most valuable treasures sealed inside glass orbs. Unless a thief knew the password to unlock the orb, they would risk a deadly shock. So the requirements are an orb and 4 winged imps, which is cool. You get a requirement list for each scenario of like what models you need. So I'm using my little flame imps here from a previous Dark Alchemy expansion. You place the orb in the middle of the table. The rest of the table should be crowded with train as per a standard game. Don't place a central treasure token. Other treasures should be placed as normal. And then place the 4 winged imps 6 inches from the orb, so they place the 4 corners of a square around it. Special rules. Any fighter in contact with the orb may spend an action to attack it. Treat the orb as having fight +3, armor 18, and 1 health. If the orb wins the fight, the attacker is damaged. It'll shock you. So we're trying to break this thing out of the statue, basically. And then they're pushed 4 inches directly away from the orb. If the attacker wins the fight and does 1 or more points of damage, the orb is destroyed and replaced with treasure token. On any other result, nothing happens. The orb is completely immune to shooting attacks, including magical shooting attacks, and the 4 winged imps follow the standard rules for uncontrolled creatures. They use the same stats as standard imps, but also have the flying trait. So
We roll for treasure and we get them as normal, and we get the following experience points in addition to the normal ones that we get. Plus 25 experience points if the wizard or a member of the warband destroys the orb. So we'll get our normal experience basically. You're going to get 40 for stealing a treasure. You're going to get, I think it's 10 for each spell you cast and 5 for each one you fail to cast. Base, and then plus 5 for killing uncontrolled creatures. So there's no experience for killing the enemy warband, but you do get experience for killing monsters. So let's roll right now and deploy. And you get a 5, I got a 5, try again. 4. Mine got worse. So you get to pick your side, deploy your whole warband within 3, we'll back after deployment. Alright, and so we're deployed. So I have Paxton hanging out over here, the Necromancer, with his Barbarian buddy, a Thief, and a Man-at-Arms. Then I've got Killian hanging out with the Knight, a Thug, and my Zombie Jeeves. And then finally my other Man-at-Arms hanging out with a Thug and a Thief. We have a treasure here, treasure here, treasure here, and treasure underneath there. And then you deployed, you have an Archer and an Archer up on the high ground.
I've got Schlub, Apprentice, Knight. And then Wizard, Knight, Schlub.
And Schlubs, we're referring to thugs. Frostgrave is divided into 4 phases technically. There's going to be the Wizard phase, where the Wizard will activate. Now he can group activate with up to 2 other models within 3 inches. Then the Apprentice phase, where they do the same. And we go back and forth. So my Wizard will go, Priority will go, we'll roll initiative. The one person's Wizard go, then the other person's Wizard go. Then it's Apprentice, then it's all the soldiers from one side and all the soldiers from the other side that aren't activated already. And then finally the creatures will activate that are uncontrolled. So rolling off right now for initiative for the first turn.
19.
19, you get to go first. So Owen's going to pick his wizard, and they can choose to either activate alone or with friends within 3. Each model gets to take up to 2 actions, one of which has to be move. The second action could be to move again at half speed. It could be to fight. It could be to cast a spell, anything like that. Use a potion, whatever you want to do. Group activate.
Nope, we'll just move myself.
Sounds good. So you're speed 6, you move 6 inches. You have no facing in this game. You can see 360, but it's cool to turn to face whatever you're attacking.
Walk out that way with our little lantern.
Sweet. So that's open ground, which means you just move your standard speed. If you want to move climbing or across difficult ground, 1 inch counts as 2. In action, Owen's wizard is going to cast a spell.
We're going to cast Mud way over here.
Oh no!
Looking across the line.
In front of these guys?
Yeah, so it's going to cast, it's normally on a 10, but a witch is aligned to me, so it's +2 difficulty.
Uh-oh.
So I need a 12 or better. I fail.
You fail, but you can empower spells. Now, wizards can use their own life force to make spellcasting easier. If it fails by a certain amount, you might take damage, but you can just take hit points of damage and cut it up to 12 if you want for 4 points in order to get a cast. You gonna have a cast?
Yeah.
All right, cool. 6-inch circle of mud appears, gloop, using one of these 6-inch neoprene objective markers, and that's going to be difficult to move through. Successfully cast a spell, so you're going to gain 10 XP, and this will last you for the rest of the game. You basically melt a bunch of snow and create a bunch of mud. Group activating, it's over to my wizard now. He's over here, so Paxton's going to go. Now, you can climb anything that's an inch or less tall for free, so you can hurdle like this rock or this little rock right here. If it's broken, screen, difficult terrain, of course, it'll cost you extra movement. So I'm going to group activate, and I will group activate with my my Thief here and my Barbarian. So Barbarian's going to move. He's going to go his first skill. Now, when you group activate, everyone has to do their move first if they're going to move. So with my Thief, he moves 7. He's going to move up to check out the the treasure. Then my Barbarian's going to go. He's going to go 6 and behind. Finally, Paxton's going to go, and he'll go 6 as well. And he'll go hang out in behind everybody else. Your second actions in any order you want, and I think I will. I'm going to start with my Thief. He's going to pick up this treasure because he's quite happy to have it. We'll die now on a 10 plus, a monster may appear, but I roll 6 and we're okay. Action for my Barbarian. He's going to go stand in between the Thief and this Imp, who's going to come barreling towards him at some point. Finally, Paxton's going to cast a spell. Now, he has a spell called Leap, and he can cast it on anybody in line of sight. And they can basically jump 10 inches. He's going to leap his Thief back towards the deployment zone, try and get him out of here. So we cast Leap. It is a illusionist spell. Wait, no, it's a... I'm lying. Summoner spell on a 10 plus. So on a 10 or better, Paxton will get it off. And he rolls a 5. So I'm also going to take 5 points of damage, go down to 9. Get that off. So we're going to earn 10 experience for casting a spell. I'm just going to track my experience over here. Take 5 damage and go down to 9. Whoop. And then I get to basically jump my Thief 10 inches. We'll jump behind this wall. So 8 and then 2 more. Maybe out of line of fire. Well, their activation's done. So now it's Apprentice phase. Owen's Apprentice gets to go before mine, and we'll go back and forth. So,
up 6.
Just going to make a move action for the first action.
We're going to throw some more mud out, basically,
here we
right
go.
on the wizard's head.
Makes sense.
So she's going to need a 14, fails.
That's her entire health to basically cast it if she wants to. So she fails by more than 10, she'll take a point of damage. Or more than 9, sorry. So she takes 2 points damage. But you get 5 XP now for failing to cast a spell just for trying. All right, Apprentice Phase for me. We are going to, I think, have Jeeves go. It's going to cost him 2 inches to get out of this mud. So 2. And he's going to group activate with Killian and, let's say, my Thug. And so he can move 2 more inches with his first move skill. Killian's going to go. He's going to go 3 with his first move skill, because he can. And then my Knight is going to go 2.5 to here. Skills, Jeeves is just going to move again, saying Brains. Going to go take that treasure to safety at some point. And then I can go 1.5 inches if I want with Killian, or my Knight can go 2.5 gets halved to 1 3/4. So I'll just move 1 3/4 to stand up in front. Killian's he's carrying a bone, gonna cast Bone Dart and try and throw a bone at this imp. Bone Dart is on a 10+, so a 12+ for Killian. He rolls a 7, so you'd have to take 5 points of damage to get it off. He's not going to bother. He's just going to take the, and actually 5 is not enough to damage to him. 1 to 4 is not enough to damage him. You take 1 point of damage, you go to 11. He goes to 11, and I get a fail, so I get 5 more experience. And then it's on to the Soldier Phase. There's not a Wizard Apprentice on Owen's team's going to go, one at a time, completing all their actions. Because the remaining soldiers will activate.
We're going to start with his archer. He's going to take a shot at that imp that's straight in front of him.
Does that make sense?
He is shoot
+2. Frostgrave has a huge bestiary, and they're usually classified, so like constructs, demons, all that stuff, animals. So going over to demons is fight +1. So whenever you make an attack roll, whether it's in melee or shooting, both sides roll a d20. I'll roll for the opponent, obviously, and you add your fight stats. So if the imp's gonna add +1, you're gonna add +2. Now you moved.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't move. That's right. Okay. If you'd moved, the imp would have gotten a bonus to its fight stat, but you did not. So I'm going to roll and add 1. I get a 3. So with a total of 15 to my 3, you've won. You've hit me with the arrow.
It's actually 17.
17 because you're +2. That's right. So we compare it to my armor, which is 10, and the difference is the damage you do. So 17 minus 10 is 7. He's only got 6 health. He's just dead. And you earn 5 XP for killing an uncontrolled monster. Having shot before you moved, now you can actually take your second action, which could be to move, because you can do your actions in any order, and you don't take the penalty for moving and firing.
He's going to climb up the stairs a bit.
Going 6.
He is going to have to move first if he wants to see that guy, and he'll move up to the ledge here and take a bow shot at him. So
no.
Get an additional fight against me, basically.
Yep, because he moved, so his fight +1 becomes +2.
Just who rolls higher? Not me.
Not you.
Not enough.
That's right. So you get a total of 8, which means 8 minus 10 is 0. He'll take no damage. Knight.
The Knight's going to move 5 and then move 2.5, basically just to be the closest, so that the
monsters will run towards him, because the monsters always run towards the nearest thing they can see.
The Thugs, they move 9 with a move, getting up on the treasure. He's going to get up and get dead.
Quite possibly.
Knight's going to move up 7.5 and just be the another closest one. And then Thugs, being Thugs, stay a little bit back. No, just fight.
So whenever you come near a creature within 1 inch, or enemy model comes within 1 inch of you, you can do something called forcing combat. So it's actually really handy to group your models together. So when a creature comes for the closest one, if you're within 1 inch, you can force combat and jump in to support them. All right, so all of your soldiers are gone. It's over to mine. I'm going to go with my thief first. He's going to go his 7, and then he'll go his 3.5, and go stand next to this treasure. Then his friend the Thug's going to go. He's going to go 6 and then 3 and be the closest. So that monster's going to come fight him, hopefully. And my man-at-arms is going to go, and he's going to go 6 and then 3 more to there and do basically the same thing. The Thug, he'll go 3 just to exit the goo, because no one wants to be standing in the goo right now. With his first skill. And his second skill, he'll move another 3, because he moves half speed for his second action. And he'll run towards Paxton just to back him up. Finally, my man-at-arms, she's going to go. She's going to walk her 6, just going over the low wall. And then from there, 3 more, and stand next to my barbarian. And that way, they'll fight together against this guy. Right, all the soldiers are now activated, which means the monster phase. So we start with the monster nearest to a hero, which in this case is going to be this one right here, and it's going to move. So it makes monsters basically, when they're uncontrolled, they try and move as quickly as they can towards something they can see within 10. And if they can see it, they just do that with their first move. So the imps are flying, which means they ignore terrain, or ignore the penalties for climbing, basically. And it's going to move towards the closest thing. It's going to move to here. And then because it's within an inch of me, I'll snap and force combat with my Barbarian, and it'll fight both of them. So its second action, it's always going to try and attack the thing with the lowest health if it can. And that means it's going to attack my Man-at-Arms, because she's got 12 compared to the 14 that my Barbarian has. The fight is the exact same as shooting, except both sides can win now. In a shooting attack, if the defender wins, nothing happens. In this one, either side could win the fight and do damage, depending on what the roll is. So the imp is fight +1. It's going to attack my Man-at-Arms, who is the lower health, 12 compared to 14. She's fight +3, but she gets a supporting bonus for having an unengaged friend also fighting of +2, and that means she'll be +5 to its +1. So I want to roll for the imp. I got a 16. Imp gets a 7. So 16 minus 10 is at 6 health points, and it's dead, and I earn the 5 for an uncontrolled creature kill. Over here, I'm going to come run towards my Thug. I'm not close enough to snap, though, because I couldn't quite make it with my Man-at-Arms. So attacking my Thug, +2 to +1. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh! So +2, 19 to +1, 21. Now, normally a crit occurs on a 20, but it doesn't happen for monsters. Now, a crit is +5 damage. In this case, though, I think I'm still dead, because I'm only armor 10 on a Thug, and 21 minus 10 is 11. He's only got 10 hit points, so this imp just kills him. Second action, he's knocked out. And then over here, the last one, I think closest is probably going to be the middle, and you'll be able to snap with one of those guys, maybe both of them.
Nah, the knight will fight it on its own.
Cool. So the knight is fight +4 to the fight +1 for the imp.
14.
To a 7.
Doesn't kill it.
Doesn't kill it, though, and because it's a demon, it doesn't suffer being wounded either. Normally, when you're down to 4 health or less, you lose an action. You're minus to hit, but in this case, just going to take a bunch of damage. That's all the monsters done, because I think you killed that other one over there, and we're on to round 2. So initiative roll, and see who goes first.
12.
3. It's you. So wizard phase, round 2.
Activate.
Okay.
This guy who's touching the treasure. Just him. Oh no, we won't group activate because then he can't pick up and leave. So we won't group activate. We'll just move ourselves. Another treasure over there. You killed your imp pretty well with those guys. We're gonna walk over just behind some terrain here in case you have a shooting spell. And then we're gonna fire off some magic. Let's say a good old-fashioned elemental bolt. Feels like a thing to cast. Yeah, elemental bolt at your barbarian.
Sweet. Go for it.
So I need a 14 to successfully cast elemental bolt. I do not. And I take another 2 damage. 2
damage, yep. And +12 would be a lot of health to take in damage. All right, well, then it's on to my turn, and we're going to, I guess, send folks after the central treasure. So we're going to group activate with the Man-at-Arms and the Barbarian, and they're going to run up 6 and 6. So 6 and 6. Onto the treasure. Paxton will go. He's going to go 3. Or sorry, 6 actually. What am I talking about? 3. Go 3 over to here, 6 over to here. Second action is the Barbarian's going to attack the orb and try and break it open. Fight 3 against fight 4. Let's see what we can do. That's going to be a 3 goes to 13. And it's armor 18 though, so even though I have a double-handed weapon and +2 damage, that's not going to do enough to actually wound it. And then we'll go with the Thug. +3.
16.
To 17, but again, not enough to do damage. I need a 19 to actually break it open and take it out. So then finally, I guess we'll go with Paxton. He's going to try and throw an element, or a bone dart rather, I guess, at that Thug. Some cover in the way over here. Okay, well, either way. So I moved, and there's a piece of terrain in the way, so you're going to be +2 to your fight. So your fight +6.
Are you going to try and cast it?
Do I get it off is the first question, though, and that's going to be on, I believe, a 12. I do. So it is a shoot +5, I think, bone dart? Yeah, I need a 10+, actually. So shoot +5 against your +6. 20. Pretty good roll.
23.
23, so you're at 23 to my 25. It doesn't matter, and I crit you, yeah. So with the critical hit, that's +5 damage, so it's 30 damage minus 13 is 17 health points, and he just gets exploded. I get the experience for getting the spell off at 10. Whoop. So that is their group activation done. So it's Apprentice Phase, and it's on to your Apprentice.
Just move. Walking up 6 around here. And then we're going to try and cast Mud again.
Uh-oh.
14.
Nope, not with a 1.
More damage.
It's my Apprentice Phase, so we're going to cast 2 to get out. Actually, it's going to be 2 and a... It's 1.5 inches, so
3 inches.
3 inches to get out. And that means we can move 2 inches with the rest of our movement. Whoops. 2 inches to here. Oh. He's going to go, it'll cost him 2 inches to get out, because it's only about 1 inch. And then he can go another 6 minus 2 is 4. He'll just go to the edge. Then second actions, we're going to cast our Bone Dart on this imp. Cast it on a 12. And it goes off. And then it's +1 to, actually +2 because I moved, to +5 shoot attack for me. 16. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to do enough. 6 points. 15 because it's 10 for the spell, and then 5 for the uncontrolled monster. Second skill, it's going to go 2.5. And head up here. Phase, you're first.
So this little guy is going to pick up this treasure.
First action.
And then do we get a monster? Yes.
We sure do. All right, top column for the monsters. What do we find?
Yellow will be top.
Okay. 12-3. So 12, middle tier, yeah. Actually, it's 13 for middle tier. We found an armored skeleton. So now it arrives clockwise, basically. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15.
Oh, they don't come closest anymore?
I don't think so. It's closest once we determine the side. 5 clockwise, where's it going to show up? Right over here, on the edge. So right in the middle of that edge, and it'll activate during the next creature phase. Armored skeleton is move 6, fight +1. I believe he's armor 11, 0 shoot, 0 will, or maybe minus will. But only 1 hit point. If you knock him down, he's dead. 3 inches. Because you're half movement for holding a treasure. On this side.
He's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Does he pick up a monster? Yeah,
he does. All right, top column.
Same thing, yellow's top.
5-4. Zombie! Here.
It appears at 7 inches.
This side. He's identical to Jeeves. He's movement 4, fight +0, shoot +0, armor 12, bad will, and 6 hit points.
And then we run.
3 inches. Got some archers.
Archer's going to shoot your barbarian.
Uh-oh. So I'm in cover in this case, which means I'm behind something hard and I'm within 1 inch of it. So I'll be fight +3. So it's fight 7 to your...
3 for cover?
It's 3 for full cover, yeah. If you're next to like a wall, it's +3. It's 1 for each piece of terrain in the way, +3 if you're actually like touching cover. So 7... 7? Yeah. 18.
I'm just going to make sure that you're not in cover.
Sure. Yeah, move out so you got a straight line to me.
And then this guy is going to come walking along 6. Take a shot at him as well.
Okay.
Just roll a 20.
You got me.
17 will do it.
17 will do it. So I'm armor 10. That's 7 points of damage. I get down to 7 left. Mr. Knight, yeah, it's going to fight that imp.
Yeah.
+1 against your +4.
Yeah.
9. 14. It's 1 point of damage. Now, if you win a fight, you can push the thing you're fighting back 1 inch to break combat with it, but monsters never do that. They always try and keep fighting you. 11 health left, and his second action's wasted because he can't move because he's engaged in combat.
I'll save you, Mr. Knight.
Going in with the thug.
Fight 1 goes to 3, or no, 2 goes to 4 because he's got a friend.
He's got a friend supported, yep.
23.
Step aside, 20. You definitely kill him.
Yeah.
And that's 5 for you. Up.
Just throw himself up there.
Jump in front of the boss, or the apprentice rather. What are you having activated? So it's on a my soldier phase. We've got this little thief is going to activate. He's going to pick up the treasure, and let's see if we bring on a monster. We don't. Second action, he's going to move. His movement's 7, so he'll go 3.5 and hide back here. Thug, we're going to just move him 6 to intercept in case this skeleton comes towards us. And then he'll just stand there for a second skill. The thug over here is going to advance, going 6 and then 3. Hiding behind the pillar from the archers, but ready to go fight. He's going to go 3.5, and he's going to use his second action to drop the treasure. Boop. And then Jeeves is going to pick up the treasure and leave. That looks like my turn. So it's initiative roll for round 3. Oh, sorry, the monsters actually. So the closest one would be probably this guy. And he's going to go 6 towards the nearest thing he can see, which is going to be my thug. And then 3 more, because he can't get into melee.
I think they go 5.
He can't see anybody, so he's going to make a random move. That means you roll a d20, the top is the direction, he'll make 1 move. So he's going to go 4 inches. He doesn't leave the table, though. He just skirts along it. Like that. You can see some of the second move. He would go that direction, but he can't, so he's going to roll again. And do initiative. I got a 16.
19.
19, you're first. Once again. He's going to activate. You're going to group activate.
Just with this little thug.
Okay.
The thug is going to move first. He'll go up his 6. And then the wizard, she is just going to stay in some hard cover here. Walking 6, so 5 and an extra inch to climb the ledge. And then we're going to try and lightning bolt your wizard. Do I cast it successfully? No. In fact...
Alright, well, it's
my little
your thug gets to go. You can move 3.
And he's just going to watch
menace
both hallways, basically.
Fair.
Jump which way he's got to go.
I'm going to group activate with my barbarian and my thug. And first things first, we're going to move. Just going to go stand behind this. We're going to stand behind over here, actually. On the wall. He's going to go. He's going to come around. Just stay outside of an inch of you. So 2, and then 4 more. And head over here. I'll go the other way. That's fine. I'll go 3 and then 3 and be over here. And then my barbarian's just going to move around to the other side. The barbarian's going to try and smash the treasure again. Can we break the orb? +3 to my +4. 20. That does it. So we smash the orb out. And it's going to land right there. And then we're going to go with my thug. He's going to go 3. Stand over here. And then we're going to cast Leap. Leap in my thug. That's going to be on a, I believe, 12 for Leap, or is it 10? Leap is on a summoner 10. 10 plus. Do we get it off? We do. We're going to go 10 inches and just land behind this guy, but not with an inch. Or sorry, not in melee. He can be within an inch. And for casting a spell. And sorry, I get 15 for breaking, or no, is it 20? I get the scenario bonus for breaking out the treasure. A wizard or apprentice, I think, has to actually do it to get that.
I think it's just your warband.
Oh, never mind. 25. Yeah, 25 for the warband doing it. So 25 experience for that. Apprentice phase.
We're going to group activate with my front thug here. And they're going to move. He's going to walk up just opposite to you of this treasure. Get within an inch of it so we can...
So neither of us can pick it up. Yep.
Yeah. And then my apprentice is going to just also climb up, basically going 5 just to get on the ledge here. I'm going to cast that damn lightning bolt.
Might as well.
Yeah! Fails again, 2 more damage.
Lightning has been unkind to you. Second action for the thug, yeah.
He's going to go and fight this man.
Okay. My apprentice phase, we'll group activate with the knight. The knight's going to go 5, not quite make it to your...
But second action
dude
definitely
man.
will.
And then we'll go with Killian. Killian's going to go 6 to here. And then he's going to cast Enchant Weapon on, I think, my knight. Crazy. That would be like on a 15 or something like that. That'd be crazy. To 14 to do it. We're not going to do that. We're going to Petrify your wizard on a 14. No, we're going to raise zombie. Let's bring a zombie on. We do. So Jeeves returns, Jeeves 2, the Jeevening, and he counts as activated, and he's placed in touch. Alright, and that is my group activation. I get 10 more for summoning Jeeves. And it's Soldier Phase, you. Sure.
Clear line of sight on your wizard, and give him an arrow.
Alright, now +3 because you moved to your +2.
17.
You get 17, so 7 points of damage. I'm at 9, I have 2 left. I'm wounded. Second one's gonna try again.
Second verse, same as the first.
So now I'm at 0 fight, but +1 because you moved. So you're +2.
Nope.
3, I'm good. It's a killing me.
Mr. Knigget is going to turn around and touch this man.
Fight the thug. Dropping it +4 to my +2.
Not a good
9. Oof, that's a 18, so you take 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
And go from 11 down to...
6.
Down.
Nope.
And any other soldiers over here?
No, this guy's gonna go.
Yeah, I can't snap now, so you can go 3 and then 1.5, so 4.5 total if you want.
Just be here. Not quite clear.
Yep, but
Tucked
close.
around the corner a little bit.
So I can't shoot you. I can push you back an inch though, because I won the fight. Ah, it's okay. That's too late now, but if I'd been smart, I would have pushed him back an inch, because then I could have snapped him and he wouldn't have gotten away.
And this guy basically is under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Running,
dragging the treasure away. And that looks like my soldier phase now, so my thief is going to move 7, and then he's going to move 3.5, because he's a sippy fast. I'm going to go, it ends up being 5.25, so it's the thief is 7, so 3.5 plus 1 3/4. So 5.25.
Yeah.
5.25 to there, not quite off. I'm just going to fight the skeleton, because might as well. Step over here. I'm +3 with +1. Now, skeletons are notoriously the most dangerous thing in Frostgrave.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Not now.
I'm dead. So 16, it's armor 11, it just dies. 5 for taking out an uncontrolled monster. And then we're on to, I guess my man-at-arms over here, fighting your thug. She's at +3.
+2.
+2.
Yeah.
11 to my 20.
Dead.
So you're just dead, yeah, because 10 minus 20 is 10. Her second action, she'd have to make a move, so she's just going to move to the other side of the treasure so that it can't get blocked again. I think that's all of my summonables, so it's just Mr. Zombie.
Brian's.
Brian's, he's going to go
5,
6.
basically.
5, basically, yep. And that's our monster phase, so we're on to the new turn. Initiative 1. Oh, do I finally get initiative? I do. 7, sweet. Well, we'll group activate. Oh, we can't group activate, actually. We only have 1 action. We're going to chug a healing potion and gain 5. And that's going to put us back to 7. Another action back, so we're just going to move back here and be like, no thank you. Not like all the arrows you keep shooting into me. Wizard?
Elemental bolt this guy.
No, my thug, all right.
Just
or my man,
success. Nope, failed again. Take another damage.
Another damage.
Then
Second
I can
action,
move,
yeah.
And we're just going to leave. And then basically move 5, hopping down this
Yeah,
ledge.
because you've now lightninged yourself quite a bit.
Yeah, I've failed every spell. So.
All right, well, it's on to my apprentice. I am going to group activate, I guess, with my zombie and my... yeah, my zombie and my barbarian. Now my zombie and my knight. And so the zombie's going to go. He's going to walk 4, and he's going to pick this treasure up. Just going to here and picking it up. And let's see if this, because it's the first time it's picked up, does the creature appear? Nope. It's going to go 5. I should have actually done that pickup afterwards, but not a huge deal. Over to here. Do you want to snap to me?
Nope.
Okay. Then second action, we will go fight you. Sorry, he should have also done his first move, but I'm apparently just doing this all out of order. And we're going to stand over here behind this wall, and then we're going to cast Leap on my zombie. 12, because killing is an apprentice. Gets it off with a 17. And we'll leap him, I guess. Oh, I don't want to be stuck in the mud, but I also don't want to die. So let's go 10, and then 2 more, and fly back here. Whirr. Brains. Phase. That's 10 for casting a spell. Take a run. Don't want to die during the post game. Yep.
Up and down. And we're going to try and enchant weapon.
Oh, good plan.
Let's say the knight.
Cool. Yeah, try and finish off that thug.
Need a 10. Fail. Take another damage.
Oh, jeez. Using the yellow dice to cast, I would say. The apprentice phase is over. It's on to the soldier phase. My treasure hunter is going to leave. Or my thief is going to leave, sorry. For my first soldier action. Then I haven't gone with my barbarian. But we're going to go with my thug, actually. They're going to go 6 just to here, and then 3 more just to that rock. Those are 2 actions. My thief's going to go and go 7. And then we're going to stab this thug with a dagger. See, a dagger and a hand weapon it's -1 to your damage total. So I'm fight +1, +2 because I have a friend with the knight outnumbering you, and you're fight +2 because you're a thug. 9 to my 10. So I do no damage actually, because I'm actually only a damage level of 9 minus your armor of 10. Right, but I won, so you can't get pushed back. And then I guess I go with my man-at-arms, and she'll jump in. And she is fight +3, goes to +7 because of the 2 friends.
Win. Yellow dice.
No. But I get a 9 and you're still alive. Last but not least is the barbarian. And he'll go step in and be like, hello, I've come to seal the deal. He's fight +4 +6 is 10. Can we do this? 15?
18.
Oh my god. So you actually hurt him. 18 is going to kill him. He just falls on your sword like an idiot. Barbarian. Well, at least you broke open the seal of the orb.
Good job, little guy.
The hero you needed, apparently. I think that's all my soldiers. It's over to you.
I might just shoot into that combat.
You might as well. You randomized, but it's pretty cool.
It's 1 to 5, my guy.
That's true.
Okay, well, we'll do
treasures leave. Yep, 2
These
treasures leave. 2 thugs will carry off the treasure going 4.5 inches.
Yep, they're gone.
You got a knight fighting my thug.
The knight will try and bap your thug.
Okay, +4. Did you enchant it? Yeah,
failed.
+4. Oh, I think I'm dead.
Good roll.
Oh my god. Okay, so you still beat me.
Yeah.
Because I'm at 22, you're 24. So I will take 24 minus 10 is 14 points of damage and just die. And you have your second action still.
I think we're packing up, but I gotta cover the retreat.
That's fair.
He'll go over here to fight the zombie.
Or just stand in the way of the zombie at least, yeah.
Yeah. Let's have them just shoot into the combat.
Okay.
So Archer's gonna shoot in there.
Sure.
It's random who he's hitting, and then we roll the fight, I believe.
You got it, yep.
So 1 to 5 is my guy, and then we'll just go
clockwise, yeah.
that direction.
Sure, yeah.
So that'll be him.
Yep, it's the knight. 2 against fight 4. 12. You got me, but I'm armor 13. Yeah, I get my shield up in time. It doesn't hurt me. Second shot, do it again.
Yeah. Who does it hit?
You? Uh-oh. 2 again. I'll roll for the...
Yellow is the thug.
You roll both. Good.
Good luck, boys. 2 damage, 4 damage to the slug.
Oh, no. He takes 6 left.
Yeah.
He gets shot in the back by his buddy. Stop shooting everyone.
The one will move, because the other one I didn't move.
That's fair.
And then that thug's going to go. He'll fight the thief.
Okay, might as well. He's only plus 5.
Yeah.
17? That's just going to kill him, yeah. It actually is exactly enough because you have 6 left, and I'm -1 because of my dagger.
Yep.
Mr. Zombie's going to come. He's going to shuffle down here towards the nearest thing you can see, which is, of course, your knight, and he's going to try and fight you. Fight +0 against your +4. Oh, deadly undead. Nope, you're going to kill him because that's a 16 -12. Actually, only 4. He's got 2 left. Your combat, though, so you can walk away later. And I think that's all the monsters, so it's initiative. Let's see who's going first.
4.
3. It's you.
Oh my goodness. I think we're going to group activate
Parting blow, yeah.
all these guys.
That makes sense,
And
yeah.
we're just going to leave.
This
has been a mess.
We are badly injured.
6. Back through the tunnel here. And then we're just going to move again.
Okay.
Get out of line of sight. Or at least hard cover. And hard
Hide,
cover.
yeah.
For me and my apprentice.
All right. Well, then it's on to us. I think we're going to do much the same thing. Jeeves is going to go. Well, sorry, actually, we're group activating, so...
The wizard goes.
My wizard goes first. He can group activate with my thief and my knight and my man-at-arms. My knight's going to go. He's going to go 5. Walk over to here. My thief will go and go 7. Go stand in front because he's free. I'll just not get shot.
Give you a farewell arrow.
Yeah. And then... Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have done that. Nah, it's too late now. And then we'll cast Leap, I guess, on the knight. And we'll just throw him at the zombie. Doesn't go off. It fails by 6, so I take 1. I got a 6. 5 experience for that. And we are Apprentice Phase. You don't have one right now because you activated yours already.
Yep.
So I will go with mine. He's just going to move and go... we'll move with him. He's going to go 6, my thug, to here. Or my man-at-arms is going to go 6 to here. Then Killian's just going to stand in cover. And then he'll go 3 more. And just go stand up front. And then we'll try and do the same thing we did before and leap him on the zombie on a 10. Or 12 now. Nope, fails by 10. Takes 2. 9 left. For you, first archer.
Let's do one parting kiss for your wizard.
I got cover at least, but...
and I'm moving.
And you're moving, so I'm +6 to your +2, but you can just 20 me.
Hard arrow. 14.
14?
Take 4.
Take 4. I'm down to 2 again.
Another archer. Scurrying across over to here. We'll take a shot at the zombo. See if we can snipe some
score
kills.
5. Might as well. +0 to your... Or +1, actually, because you moved.
20.
20.
Ties to
Go to
arrows.
defender and arrows, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it for you. So over to me. Ugh. Well, we'll go with Jeeves. He's going to go 3, which is... Sorry, you have 2, and then 1. Over to here. And this lady is going to go 6, and then 3. And stand right there. Monsters, so closest is probably going to be her, which means it's going to go 6 towards her.
Make it.
But not make it. That is it. So let's do some initiative. 10 to my 19, I'm going first. Well, I really don't want to die, so I'm going to get back out of line of fire again.
That's it.
And I only have 1 action, so I'm done. But I will group activate with these guys. And they'll go 6. Sorry, 7 rather. And then 3.5 intercept. And he'll go 5 and then 2.5. And just get to the edge of this. Over to you.
Alright. I can cast first if I stay still. One last try. We're going to elemental bolt this person.
Do it.
and not wound yourself.
Succeed. Failed. Can I cut
Close,
myself
though.
and still live? I'd injured myself.
You lose your second action. Or you could leave. Yeah, I mean, you get 5 for failing.
Yeah.
I think you just
I don't
walk
take
off.
any damage on this one.
Yeah.
But if I take 3 damage, I'm stuck here. So I think we just take the fail and leave.
And leave. So 5 points for the fail, and then walk off. Apprentice Phase. We're going to stand where we are, and we're going to cast... Well, we'll move slightly to here. Make sure we can see her. And then we're going to cast Leap on... I guess this lady right here. See if we can do it. 10 goes to 12. 8. I won't be injured. I'll cut down the 4 I need to 5. And we'll leap her within an inch of, let's say, this one. Boom.
Cool. Well, I've got my apprentice. And we're going to cast something before we run off the board. How about Bridge? Gonna cast Bridge.
2.
Fail. Take 2 more damage.
Oh no.
And I run off.
Bye-bye. And that's Apprentice Phase is over, so it's Soldiers. And that goes to Jeeves. He's going to move his 3. And just keep heading towards the edge. Carrying the treasure. This Man-at-Arms can go. And go 6 to go engage a zombie. Oh no, he's gone already, actually. No, he didn't, actually. It was the other one that already went, yeah. This one already went? Did he?
No, these
That's
two.
right, yeah, those 2, yeah. So go stand over here, and then we'll fight at +5. The zombies +0. 10.
9.
Not enough. We'll just keep you in melee. That is turn, except for your archer.
Both my archers can go.
And my leapy can't activate.
And my knight.
Yep.
Archer who's not within an inch is just going to point blank you.
Okay.
Arrow to the chest. Nope.
To my +3, I'm okay.
And then we're going to run the other way.
Peace out.
And then other archer is not going to move. He's just going to point blank you.
Okay. You think you still, when you activate within an inch? No, it's when you don't move. No, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it.
Pow! Right in
I'm
the
okay.
kisser.
Oops, I don't snap.
Yep.
And your knight?
You could climb up here.
You can?
I don't care about the archers, so we're just going to leave.
That's fair. Zombie's already gone. He's going to fight. He'll fight my thief, because he's the lowest health.
Yeah!
I got a 13 to your 14. Yeah, we win, yeah. So it takes 4 damage. And he'll go down to 4 goes down, or 10 goes down to 6. New round. You've got 2 guys left on the board. I got a 12.
10.
To your 10, so I get to go first.
So you do
I do everything, and then those 2 guys go. So we're just going to move 6 to here.
He's done.
Apprentice Phase. Killian's going to... I guess just stand there. He's going to move back to here. He's going to try and leap the boss. On 12. Nope.
2 damage.
Down to 3. We're crippled. And then it's my soldier phase. We go 3 with Jeeves again to here. And then he's going to go 5. Ugh.
Can't really find a way in yet.
Nope. And we're going to go 5 and then 2.5.
Just come around, yeah.
Yep. And then the man-at-arms going to fight. He's at +7. 12. Still no damage.
Slap!
18. So minus 12 is going to be 6 damage. He goes down to 6 left.
Man-at-arms are 11, aren't they?
Man-at-arms are 12. 6 left. Leather
No,
armor,
no.
leather armor and shields. Yeah. And I guess the thief goes and does the same thing.
So he's down to 2?
Took 6.
6.
Yeah.
So he's down to 4.
No, he was healthy. He just took 6. 18 minus 12. That's why he's got 6 left. He has 12. I went to 6.
Oh, I see. It's 12 health, not 10.
No, 12 base. Because you paid for him. And then this guy is fight +3 right now. Goes to +5. There we
So
go.
it is.
18. So even with the dagger, that'll kill him. And then his second move, he'll go 7. And I guess go over here. Start climbing the wall. Rah. Last but not least, we'll go fight. +3 to your +2.
+1.
+1, that's right, they dropped the archers. 21, 22.
20.
No. Just slays him for that. And it's just your archer. Can you kill my wizard? Do it. I'm +0.
Right in the open. Just
+0.
just in the neck.
Oh. Now my wizard goes. Paxton got all jacked up. And then you get to move.
He's going to prepare
for a jump. You left off the table, you wouldn't die, so you might as well just do it.
That's true, actually, because he just goes hit.
That's right. Well, it's next turn because you already did 2 actions. Oh no, you can just go off. That's right. Yeah. It doesn't die.
Yeah.
And that'll be game. Frostgrave, you gotta count the butcher's toll. So I lost a bunch of regular folks. I lost a thug
and one not regular.
and a thief, and I lost my barbarian and the wizard. So an injury roll is pretty simple. On a 1 to 4, the model is dead. On a 5 to 9, we have to roll permanent injury, and on a 10 plus, you're fine. Yeah.
No, it's...
No, 1 to 8, you're permanently injured. 9 plus, you're fine.
And all the permanently injured is you just sit out next game.
That's right. So for the regular guys. Now permanent injuries for a wizard, however, different. It's 1 to 2 is dead. 3 to 4 is permanent injury.
5 to 6 is a badly wounded.
That's
7
right.
to 8 is a close call, and 9 plus is a full recovery.
So 9 plus, Paxton's going to be okay. Let's see what happens. 9 plus, we're okay.
There you go.
So then my barbarian, and it's important that he lives because he's 125 gold. I have to rebuy him if he dies. He's fine. And these two actually don't matter. It's a thief and a thug, so even if they died, they just get replaced. But let's see what happens for him. He lives, and the other one live as well. For you, you've had
a knight,
a knight. That's right.
Nobodies.
So the nobodies we don't super care about, but the knight.
A knight.
He's fine.
Archer. Fine.
Also fine. And then the 2 nobodies, just in case we want to change models, fine and dead. Life in Falstad. Now the treasure that is still on the table when one side leaves is owned by the person carrying it. And the ones that aren't owned are typically rolled to see if they stay on. And then we're going to do our lovely experience. So we get all of our experience for casting and stuff. So I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 60, 80, 90, 115 from castings and whatnot.
I got 65.
Plus 40 for just being on the game. And then plus 80 for the 2 treasures. For me, 120 for the 3 treasures. It puts me at 295 for experience, and it puts you at 185. So now we buy levels. It's 100 points for a wizard to buy a level, and you can buy a maximum of 3 levels between every game. So having now, having now basically 295 to spend, I'll go to level 2. And I'll have 95 experience in the bank. Every level that you gain, you can improve one of your stats by 1, or you can decrease the casting value of a spell by 1. Now you can't do more than one of the same thing between each game. So I'm going to increase my fight by 1 and my health by 1 for my 2 levels. And that's going to take me to fight plus 3, health 15. And that means killing will become fight plus 1, health 13. 1 level to buy, so what are you going to...
I'm going to reduce the difficulty of animate construct by 1.
Cool, that way you can build your cool construct warband. And everyone's going to turn into a weird little mud creature at some point.
This is a stand-in until
I know.
That gang comes.
Until that gang gets painted. Cool. So after that, we can establish a base. And when we're establishing a base, you get to choose what location you're going to hole up in. Now, I'm a necromancer, so I'm going to obviously live in the crypt. It's not the most comfortable place to sleep, but it's full of, air quotes, supplies. Spellcasters receive a +2 to all raise zombie and animate skull spells, regardless if it's cast in or out of game. So I'm going to get a crypt to move into. Now, you can move into an inn. You can keep an extra soldier that can be a special, so you get a 5 specials, which is kind of cool. The temple, you get +3 to cast Miraculous Cure and roll a die at each game. On a 16 plus, you get a free potion of healing. That's pretty cool for the temple. They've actually changed these quite a bit in the new edition. The tower gives you +2 bonus to cast rules for Reveal Secret and Awareness. The treasury, you can maybe find a random treasure between each game. So 2 to 16, you get that many gold crowns. 17 to 18, you get 100. And 19 to 20, you get a free treasure. You're rolling a treasure token table. The brewery, everybody in your warband gets +1 will. And furthermore, you get 20 gold crowns for each game from selling all the excess stock that you make. And then finally, the laboratory. It's a library. Between each game, a valuable text sometimes survived. On a 15 to 18, you find a scroll at random. And on a 19 to 20, you find a random grimoire. And the laboratory, you get 20 bonus experience after each game that does not count towards your 300-point maximum. Live
in a library.
Library? Cool. So you're going to live in the library to find random potential scrolls and grimoires. As you find a grimoire, it's money, because if you know the spell already, you can sell it off for lots of gold. Spend gold later on to increase your bases, so you can put a kennel in to get a animal companion, giant cauldrons for brewing potions, crystal balls, scriptoriums for writing scrolls, carrier pigeons, candles,
giant paragraph of summoning sounds.
That's right. And sarcophagus of healing. And then finally, we are going to count our treasures. This is my favorite thing. Basically, we each have 3 treasure die free treasure token, and it's going to tell you what you find. So I have 3. So my first one is 6. I'm going to get 20 gold crowns and a scroll. Then 8. I'm going to get a magic weapon and armor. Cool. And then 2. I'm going to get D20 times 10. So I get 120, 140 gold crowns, a scroll, and a magic weapon or armor.
So then you roll to see what of each thing you find. I'm gonna get a random scroll, which means
You go on the grimoire table.
we go on the grimoire table to generate what that scroll is going to be. And it's a cast once per game, basically, spell. Top column, it's going to be 9 when you spell, and then 16. So absorb knowledge once per game, and it's cast at the basic casting level. I'm going to do a magic weapon armor. That's right, and it's going to be a d20. 11, I find a dagger of +1 fight. It's +1 fight dagger, and I could sell it for 200 gold crowns if I want to. So let's see what you find. So the first one.
I got colors.
Oh, cool. Do it.
Both. 16, 18.
Oh, that's lots. That's at least a grimoire. 40 in a grimoire and 80 in a grimoire. So 120 gold crowns, just like me. And then, sorry, I actually got 140 gold crowns. And then 2 grimoires. So you get to roll on the grimoire table, see what you find. So yellow's the top column.
For the first one, 1750.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one. That's Elemental Shield.
Okay.
Which is in your school, too. When you find a grimoire, you can learn that spell, but you only learn 1 spell between each game. So you get to pick which one you're going to do. And you can never sell a grimoire unless you already know that spell.
Same thing. 17-7.
17-7 is going to be Transpose. Alan gets to roll to see if he finds himself grimoire in the library. 15-18. 9, nothing. Equip the dagger to Paxton so that he can gain the fight bonus for when he's getting shot at, basically, to deflect some arrows, because that was his bane last game. That'll make him fight +4 against shooting. And I got 140 gold crowns to buy something, so I've got a couple extra models painted already. I'm tempted to buy an infantryman, which is a double-handed weapon due to replace one of my thugs, or I could bank it. I mean, I'm actually going to bank it this game. 120, which means you can't buy a big character, but you can buy a smaller one.
140.
Oh, you have 140.
I'm
That's
just going
good.
to bank it.
Just going to bank it? Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go, end of the game. You got to check out Frostgrave 2nd Edition. Paxton Dark, learning some skills, casting some spells, getting knocked out, but getting back up again. Chubblemas style. So I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you for more Frostgrave 2nd Edition in the future. Next time on Ash. Have a great one. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.